Ladies and gentlemen, what you're about to witness is extremely important, and make sure you share it with all your friends and families. Jmime, propagating the gospel through mime, the gospel according to mime. Jesus is popular.
I want to share with you very briefly few common sense principles that I want you to bury in your heart. Common sense number one: never mourn your singleness. Never mourn your singleness. Singleness is not a sin. Singleness is not a curse. Singleness is not a disease. Singleness is not a problem. Never mourn your singleness. Never mourn your singleness. There are a lot of people that have allowed themselves to be put under pressure. There are a lot of people that have allowed themselves to get involved in relationships that are below the plan and the purpose of God for their life, just because they feel that they need to come out of the stage of singleness. Never mourn your singleness. Never allow anybody to make you feel inferior because you are single or because you are not married. You can be single and successful. You can be single and anointed. You can be single and prosperous. You can be single and international. Jesus was not married. Doesn't mean his destiny was limited. All through the Bible, we see a lot of people that were not married, but that does not mean that their destiny is not limited. You are not better than me. I'm not better than you. We are all better than what we used to be. And one of the things you need to realize is that God makes all things beautiful in his time. So don't ever allow yourself to mourn your singleness. There are a lot of people you see all over the world today, because of the way they carry marriage on their head, they become a man and a woman that looks older than their age. You see a lot of ladies, they are just about 26, 27, and they look like 35, 40. Why? Because they are carrying marriage on their head. I want to marry, I want to marry, I want to marry. As if marriage is their destiny. Listen to me, people of God. Marriage is not your destiny. God created man, Genesis 1, 26, 27, 28. He said, let us make man in our own image and let them go and marry. No. So you were not created for marriage. Marriage was created for you. You will not be sent out of heaven because you are not married. But marriage can take you to hell if you marry the wrong person. Hello, somebody. Statistics and even psychologists have been able to prove that marrying the wrong person can reduce the quality of your life by 62%. So it is better to be single, open to be married, than to be married, praying to be single again. It is better to be single, open to be married, than to be married and praying to be single again. There are a lot of people that are married today, but they are not enjoying their marriage. They are enduring their marriages. Husband and wife that are intimate strangers. They are roommates, but they are not soulmates. So never mourn your singleness. Don't get to that level where you feel that, oh, all my friends have married. It doesn't matter if all your friends have married. When it's your turn, your time will come. Because one thing I've come to understand is, one of the things I've learned in life is that there are new models and there are old models. When there is a new model, it's because there is an improvement upon the whole. Everyone that has married before you, their marriage has become old model. Guess what? When your time comes, it's going to be a new model. Your cake will be special. Your gown will be special. Your suit will be special. The decoration will be special, because God makes all things beautiful in his time. Somebody shout yes. Never mourn your singleness. Number two, never take your heart on a journey without your brain. Never take your heart on a journey without your brain. You've heard it said before, shine your eyes, but I tell you, please don't just shine your eyes, because it's not all that glitters that is gold. So shine your eyes, shine your brain, and shine your heart. Don't just shine your eyes, because it's not all that glitters that is gold. There are many things that looks good to the face, but there will be a toxic virus to your destiny. So never take your heart on a journey without your brain. Never allow your emotion to overrule your sense of reasoning. Never allow yourself to get to a point in your life where your emotion is the driver and your brain is the passenger. When your emotion is the driver of your life and your brain is the passenger in the vehicle of destiny, accident is inevitable. So there are a lot of people that have allowed themselves to come to a place in life where they allow their emotion to overrule their sense of reasoning. A lady came to church one Sunday morning looking battered and bruised like someone that had a collision with a trailer. And I called her and said, my sister, how are you? I'm fine. I said, you are not fine. How are you? He said, Pastor, Daddy, actually, I'm okay. I said, what happened to you? Apparently, she was going out with this funny guy, and the guy had an encounter with her within the week like a trailer. They had a misunderstanding, and before he could say Jesus is Lord, the guy had descended on her and beaten her up and hospitalized her. And by the time she came to church, she was plastered all over. I said, you mean a man did this to you? A man that has not yet married you, that has not paid a bride price over your head, he has done this to you? You can't marry that guy. He said, oh no, Pastor, please. I love him. He has apologized. I love him. I said, shut up. You don't know what love is. How can you love a man that is abusing you physically before marriage? You have given him a license to buy your coffin after marriage. And that's what happens when you allow your emotion to overrule your sense of reason. Because as far as it's concerned, so this one that you are seeing just might, because if you lose this one, you may not get another one. Who told you? What verse of the scripture is that? That's when one man gets out of your life, you will not get another one. I don't care who he is. If he's an abuser, it's not good enough for you. If he does not appreciate you, it's not good enough for you. When he leaves your life, Ishmael has gone so that Isaac can come. Never take your heart on a journey without your brain. My fiance is in Germany. My fiance is in England. And all you have is phone number. All you have is email address. You are a fool of the 21st century. There are men all around you. You are leaving what you see for what you cannot see. You are leaving the known for the unknown. Listen to me. If all you have is a phone number, if all you have is email, that means your relationship is as cheap as changing a SIM card. Once they change the SIM card, the relationship is over. Once you change his email address, the relationship is over. You are too special to be cheap. You are too valuable to be low. Place a value on yourself. You'll be going out with a man for 2 years and he has not introduced you to any important person in his life. Even when he sees important people, he will introduce you as just a friend. Are you just a friend? You've got to tell him, say, excuse me, I'm not just a friend. I'm more than a friend. Give me my due respect. Introduce me the way I am to be introduced. It tells you, this world is very terrible. At the appointed time. When is the appointed time? Now is the appointed time. I don't want to be involved in a submarine relationship. I don't want to be involved in Nicodemus love. I want a love that can be celebrated. I want a love that can be testified about. Somebody shout yes.
You to love your neighbor, but he has not commanded you to make everybody your
Jmime, propagating the gospel through mind, the gospel according to mind. Jesus is popular.